This is the APIELE 6-gang multicolored switch panel. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get some mounting brackets, a bunch of cable ties, some wire leads, a main circuit breaker for it, complete with plastic molly guard, fuses, fuse puller, bolts to mount it up. There's an add a fuse type device over here in case you're tapping off in a car. Here's your switch panel right there. The assembly, which is where all the wiring happens. Wiring harness for that, the manual of course, and these are different buttons, stickers kind of thing that you could put in. Like you could see like a windshield washer looking one, and there's a fan one, and different things, and they all just snap in to the appropriate button, whatever you're wiring up as such. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about it. I do have some other accoutrement back here, which is going to be for testing the unit, which is not included. This unit is works on 12 to 24 volts DC, can handle up to 60 amps maximum current. There's 50 different buttons here. You can see it's 6 buttons right here. You can change the color of the particular buttons, and you could also set them so they're momentary, where when you press and hold it, it'll keep going, let go and it stops, or just press it once and it stays on until you press it again, and then it shuts off. Let me open this up, show you what's inside, and then we'll get to wiring it up. In the box, your main power is right here, plus and minus, and that will interface with the switch controller, the buttons rather, over there. And you have different loads that you can hook up over here: 10 amps, 10 amps, 20 amps, 20 amps, 30 amps, 30 amps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like there's 6 buttons like that. Now if you want to swap that 30 amp out for 10, because you don't want an oversized fuse, then you can do that. And again, they give you extra fuses over here, so you can swap around, do whatever you need as far as that goes. Okay, and these are all the switching transistors for it right there, and that pretty much is it. You loosen the screws here, stick the various wires in that you need, and then they come out. This mounts up with these holes, and the cover of course goes back on with the 4 screws like that, and that's the whole thing right there. So let me give you an example as far as what you could do to wire this. First and foremost, you have these 2 things. You'll see that these connect together. Screw that on, and that will connect on there. So you're going to want to feed it through over here, for example, and up to that. And your power, you're going to have to run out. I'm going to leave this open for testing. And of course, you know, you dress up the wiring as much as you like from there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up here, just for an example. We'll get the twist tie off of this, just to show you how that goes. Okay, so there's that. Plug that in. Let me lift it up so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And that snaps in there. You run this over to where you're mounting this. These will plug together. Now it is keyed, so you want to make sure that you get it the right way, which I think is about that. There we go. Plug that together. And then this will screw on. Circuit breaker is here. This cover pops off like that. Okay, so there's your circuit breaker. So you wire in to these terminals here. There's just some covers on For your main power coming in, remember this can handle up to 60 amps, so it's high current. So of course you connect power to the battery or whatever it is last, and then you can put the cover back on just like that. There you go. Now I flunked out of wired neatness school, so that's going to be up to you. But for what we're doing here, positive from this battery is going to the positive terminal. Negative goes here, branches off. I'll disconnect that later. That's going to the negative, and this other wire must be connected to the positive terminal as well. And now you can see that it lights up, shows you all the different colors, stuff like that. You can press that button, and whatever that output is going to turn on. Press again, it turns off. You want that button, you can do that. You want that one, you can do that. So any button you like, and right now it's programmed to be on, and then press it again and it turns off. So to change the color of the lights, for example, that one's red, and if you want to change that, you can press and hold this red button here, which lights up when you do it. Press that and it changes color. Let's set that to blue. Now you turn it on and off, it's blue. This one is red. Let's reset that back to red. Press again here. We'll set this one to green. There we go. Press and hold that. And that one to blue. Pretty nice. So you set any color you want for the particular switch. If you double click this red button over here, everything lights up, and now you can select the different modes. So when it's red, and it cancels out after a bit, when it's red, it's toggle on, off. If you go into that mode, press it and change it to blue, and press that button there, see that? Now it's a momentary thing. So it lights up when you press that. And then you could also do pulsed. So if you set it to green is pulsed, and it shows that. And that would be pulsing the output. And then you can set it again to purple, which is SOS. So now it should be pulsing SOS. On, on the output. Okay, that's how you set the different modes there. Okay, so that's how you do that. So we're going to change this back to red, which is toggle on and off. Let's set this one to momentary. Double click. Blue is momentary. Now remember, I set the color to blue before, which is green now, so I have to reset that. There. So now it pulses blue, or momentary blue. And then this one was reset, so we'll go ahead and change that to green, for example. And now we'll set the color of that, and it's just going to be that color, just to show you that it's doing the pulsed. And then SOS the same for your next button and that. And you can set any which one to any which way that you want. Okay, let me get one thing hooked up and we'll try it out. Okay, so now that we have everything programmed in that, what I'm going to do, since I only have one load, I'm just going to move the alligator clip to the appropriate terminals as we go to the appropriate ones. So I have toggle on and off, momentary, pulsed, and SOS. So here's toggle. We'll press it. The light goes on, and it stays on as long as we want. We set it to red before, so that's the color it comes up. Press again, and it turns off. Now I'm going to move my alligator clip over to the next terminal, which would be the next button there. And if I press that, it's only on as long as I hold it. So something like a horn. Honk, honk, honk. Okay, you get the idea with that. And that lights up, see if I can hold it up to the camera, in blue like we said it before. We'll go to the next one, and this I believe was pulsed. It lights up in this configuration only, in this mode, and you can see that it pulses the light like that. Stays doing that until you turn it off. And the last one, SOS, I set that to green, so it lights up green, but I have to move my terminal over to there. And there's your SOS. S-O-S. And it will keep doing that until you turn it off. So you have different modes that you can assign to different buttons. If you don't want that, and you want, you know, we'll set it again. Double click here. We'll set this one to momentary, just like that one is. So now it's a momentary thing. A momentary thing. And then you can set this one, double click, set it to stay on, press it once, it turns on and it stays on until you turn it off, and you can reprogram them in any which way that you want. So let's get a couple other items quick and hook those up and see what we can do. Okay, now we got some more goodies connected here. We have the light from before. We have a 12-volt fan, and we have a vintage 40-year-old car horn. All 12 volts. Car horn is on button 1, momentary. So you got to honk at somebody, you press it, and it'll beep as long as you do that. 2 is going to be steady on, that's going to turn the fan on. And 3 is going to be the light, and I have that to the pulse setting. So let's do just the fan. It turns on, it runs, feels nice. It's going to stay running like that until we turn it off. Remember, we assigned whatever color that we wanted to whatever button like that. Okay. The light is going to pulse like it did, like that. And it's going to be loud, but we can press the first button and honk the horn. And it lights up when you do that. Oh, I lost my connection. There we go. Now it works again. So now you can have the fan on. That's running. Beep the horn. No problem. You want the light on? That's going to pulse. And you can run whatever you want at any point like that, in any configuration that you want. All around very, very versatile. And you might be thinking, oh, well, you know, what if I want the horn to kind of pulse like that? All right, we'll do it for just a moment here. So let me just disconnect that and hook it there. It's going to be loud. I'll turn the volume down in the video. When have you ever had a horn sound like that? So yeah, that's pretty nifty all around like that, that you can do all those different things with all those different colors. And remember, I didn't even put any of the things in the bag, for example. Okay, you know, parking lights or windshield defroster or left arrow, right arrow, up arrow, down arrow, depending which way you want. They all just pop right in. Let me pop one in quick. And there you go there. We have the fan and that one. And the fan runs. Feels a lot nicer with those little inserts in there also, instead of just pressing these open buttons But till you get all set up, then you can gussy it all up however you like. Extraordinarily versatile. Back in the day, way back in the day, a little older than that horn, 1981, I had an old Chevy, and I had all kinds of stuff. I had a blower fan in the rear, I had fog lights, another set of fog lights, and then something that would flash the headlights as well, and I just had simple toggle switches. I could have hooked this up with that pulse thing and have it pulse the headlights if I wanted. You just wire up however you need, and you could make it do all that. This kind of stuff didn't exist back then, so I just used simple on-off toggle switches and that. But really, really nice how you can customize and configure this all around like that. So once again, this was the APIELE 6-gang multicolored switch panel. This also is available in a 5 and an 8 switch configuration. So you can do for however many switches you want. And again, you can do it momentary, toggle, any of that I showed you in this video. Set each one up. They all work the same. It's just the number of switches. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description to the manufacturer's website where you can find the item available for sale. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.